and that's why he had to go back inside. It was going to be a screen that cuts back in, but White knows Gibbons was coming. This team is DTF, Jim.
Welcome to the silliest thing I saw this week. I am Dave Pyper, and I am DTF, deliberately tracking funnies, finding you the funniest things I see each week in the NFL. Our show is brought to you by Vuori. I'll show off my new Vuori digs later on in the show. We had some really awesome runs this week, and I kind of had to start with one of the most marvelous moves I've seen on the field in 2025. Early in the third quarter, Jalen Warren is going to take this pitch to the outside, and whoop! Warren jumps straight over Hart there. As Warren goes down, we see his undershirt torn a little bit here, and that always makes the play a little bit cooler. I'm not sure why, but that does something for me. And thankfully it was torn, or we wouldn't have gotten this shot that made me laugh. Bonus funny on this one, tiny jersey on Tart here. Looks like an itty-bitty jersey on a big dude. I promised you some awesome runs, and here's another one from the Pats game. We're near the end of the fourth quarter, Pats up 5, and Henderson takes this toss outside left and breaks this run wide open for a nice 69 yards. I'll slow it down for you, but watch as he crosses the 25-yard line or so. He looks over at his sidelines to see if he should score. He is so far ahead of the nearest defender that he has all the time just to see how good he should do. This is what a boss move is, and Tony Romo knows.
And he's going to say, hey, should I go down? No, coach, should I score? Okay, I'll go score.
Ahead. That is amazing.
Totally gives off the scene from Incredibles when the little fast kid is running the race, but not too well. Like, should I take this in? Yes? No? Yes? Okay. In more ways than one, the Vikings took one to the chin in their 27-19 loss to the Ravens, and this kickoff return didn't help. About halfway into the third quarter, the Ravens are about to kick off because they just kicked a field goal. Miles Price is on the return and makes a move, but then Keandre Jackson gets an arm in there and knocks the ball out. The Ravens get the ball in good field position and score pretty quickly, so the Ravens are set to kick off again, and Price is back again to make the return. He comes out, makes a move before doing a spin move right into his own player, Batty. He loses the ball, and it ends up falling right into Thomas's hands here for like a second before he ends up fumbling the ball. A scrum happens, and the Vikings actually recover the ball this time. But look at that replay. Price crashes into his player with such force that he knocks the ball out of his own hands. Then look at that thing go right to Thomas. Dude, football is so sweet, man. Did you guys catch the beginning of the Miami game? And I mean like the very beginning, like before a second came off the game clock. Keep an eye here on the left side of the line, specifically Alex Ingold. I'm going to slow this down so it's obvious. Ingold goes in motion, then this Bills lineman jumps and the Miami lineman reacts. This is obviously a penalty on the Bills, but nope. One of these three guys is calling this against the Dolphins. I spent way too much time here looking at this. I think it's number 44 here that screws this up. The flag comes out up here at the top of the screen. Then this flag comes out. So I'm blaming this guy. He's looking around a lot. Torbert and this other guy are locked in, but this other dude is really looking guilty if you ask me. McDaniel is a little confused, and I think that distracts him from getting the next play in because the Finns use a timeout so that they don't have a delay of game. Now, McDaniel motions aggressively for Torbert to come talk to him and explain that he is in motion. Oh no, he is in motion. That's backwards. And all of this happens before a second came off the game clock. The silliest thing I saw this week is brought to you by Vuori, makers of the best loungewear in the game. Go to vuori.com/Harris for 20% off your first purchase. Vuori has a new lounge collection they are offering, and you guys know that if Vuori has some new flavors, I gotta have a taste. So I went to vuori.com/Harris and ordered a seaside pullover and a Corridano hoodie. You guys know the joggers are amazing to relax in, so I paired the Ponto Performance jogger with the Coronado hoodie this past Sunday, and I was chilling, as you can see here. The hoodie is so soft and thick, I felt snuggled all day. If you would like to step up your loungewear game, head to vuori.com/Harris for 20% off your first order, and orders over $75 get free shipping. If you like this show and you want this show to keep going, let Vuori know by clicking the link in the show notes. Thank you, Vuori, and let's get back to the silliness. Okay, so last week we had a pretty awesome celebration that relates to this week, and had I known that this was going to be a multiple week thing, you can bet your ass I would have never left it out of last week's video. So I'm going to take us back to week 9, which is kind of cheating because this is the week 10 video, but I checked with the Silliness Committee and Chairman Pyper said it was quote-unquote cool. Okay, so we're back in week 9, and Rico Dowdle scores a goal line touchdown and proceeds to do this celebration. You can see him call for 2 pumps only, and for those 2 pumps, Rico is flagged. Now, this celebration is in reference to one of the funniest sketch shows of all time, Key and Peele, where in this skit, Hingle McCringleberry gets flagged for doing 3 pumps, and he is only allotted 2 pumps. Now, it's funny, but unfortunately for Rico, the rules of this show are not the same for the NFL. So let's fast forward to week 10. When Rico scores early in the game, how many pumps does he go with? 0 pumps. Like an EV car charging station, no pumps. Like basketball shoes before 1989, no pumps. But more importantly for Rico, no flag. If you don't know by now, I'm a fan of the Cleveland Browns, and I have to show you guys just how bad things are and how they can get. Here at the end of the game, 4th down, Jets ball, the Browns defense has made yet another stop, and it looks like the Browns are going to get the ball back. The Jets leave the offense on the field, but everyone and their mother knows that they're not going to run a play. They're going to try and make you jump off sides, but no one would be silly enough to do that, right? Well, the Browns are. Dude, this hurts, man. Like, this hurts the announcers even.
That would be. And they don't tell me. They got him.
That's kidding?
Unbelievable.
But that is going to do it for me, these guys. I cannot take this kind of pain. Thank you, Viore, for making this show possible. Check out viore.com/Harris for 20% off your first order. And thank you all so much for watching. Big thanks to JD and Dave Stickley for reaching out and finding all the silliness on Sunday morning with me. You can find me on Twitter at Dave A. Pyper if you want to tell me any silliness that you see. And hi. Thanks for coming in. Yeah. Okay, everyone. Have a great week, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks so much for watching. Please, please, please smash that like button, write a comment, tell us who else you'd like to see us review film on, and of course, best of all, please subscribe to our channel and then click that little bell above the subscribe button and you'll be notified whenever we post a new video.